It's 11 p.m. on the hour. You're now with me, Douglas Elliott. Tonight's top stories. Prominent developments under MA63 as 55 lots of land return to Sabah and Sarawak. And Sarawak to acquire 3 new fast patrol boats to bolster sea security. All this and more on TVS Nightline. We begin Nightline tonight with this. Putrajaya has reached an agreement to return 55 parcels of land to Sabah and Sarawak in accordance with the Malaysia Agreement 1963 or MA63. Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Fadillah Yusof confirmed that this decision involves 52 lots of land owned by Sarawak and 3 by Sabah. The identified lands have remained undeveloped for 5 years. The 2 state governments have also agreed to repay the federal government the compensation amount they received when the land was initially acquired. Sarawak had requested the return of 219 lots of land, while Sabah sought the return of 5 lots. In another development, Putrajaya has also agreed to the proposal put forward by the Sarawak government to change the status of Bintulu Port from a federal port to a state port. This matter will be discussed at the Joint Committee level, with outcomes to be presented at the MA63 Technical Committee meeting before heading to the Cabinet meeting. The Joint Committee will be chaired by Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Sabah Sarawak Affairs and Special Functions, Dato Armiza Muhammad Ali, Transport Minister Anthony Loke, and Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato Amar Douglas Uga Embas. Currently, Bintulu Port remains the only port in Sarawak under the purview of the federal government. During the meeting, discussions were also held on the autonomy proposals from Sabah and Sarawak concerning health and education issues. The Sarawak government is set to procure 3 larger high-speed patrol vessels to strengthen its authority and improve security control over 8 marine national parks throughout the state. Premier of Sarawak, Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said such initiative aims to enable Sarawak Coast Guard to conduct more extensive patrols over an extended period of time than the current vessel's capacity.
That we have to secure and to be safe in that area, untuk kita complement ketidakcukupan agensi keselamatan yang lain.
Abang Johari said this during his speech at the launching ceremony of the opening of the Sarawak Security and Enforcement Unit UKPS Command at Jalan Krokop Utama in Miri on Tuesday. All 6 boats measure 25 meters and are equipped with water jet technology.
Aset-aset ini selain dari digerakkan untuk operasi penguatkuasaan ordinan ataupun undang-undang negeri, ia juga akan membantu dalam operasi mencari dan menyelamat, kawalan keselamatan dalam acara-acara air seperti regata, acara rasmi, serta membantu penugasan agensi-agensi keselamatan yang lain di mana tempat yang diperlukan.
Meanwhile, UKPS Director Datu Dr. Chai Kin Chung revealed that since the launch of Sarawak Coast Guard on April 7, 2021, they have successfully conducted 27 series of patrol operations and participated in 10 search and rescue operations, along with 2 joint search and rescue training sessions with other security agencies.
And related developments, Sarawak Safety and Enforcement Unit UKPS bases will soon be set up and established in several areas statewide. State's Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said there are plans underway to construct several headquarters, namely in Sejengkat, followed by Tanjung Manis and Bintulu, as well as in Lawas.
Ini sedang kita uruskan dengan kerjasama Jabatan Kerja Raya di bawah rancangan Malaysia ke-12. Markas-markas ini bertujuan untuk memastikan keanggotaan dan aset-aset berada di kawasan yang strategik untuk memberi perkhidmatan terbaik kepada rakyat.
Meanwhile, Abang Johari emphasized the role of the Sarawak Coast Guard in safeguarding the state's marine areas, particularly the national park regions. He mentioned that there are 8 marine national parks in Sarawak, covering an area of over 1.2 million hectares. Furthermore, he highlighted the Sarawak government's efforts to augment assets to assist other security agencies in maintaining the state's security.
Dan di sini kita gunakan juga teknologi yang terkini. Kalau tengok bilik sebelah tadi, we can trace all the ships and we can get all the details of the ship through digital tracing. Dan ini cara-cara baru dan sudah tentu kita betul tukar maklumat dengan agensi yang lain yang mempunyai kuasa luar pada kuasa unit keselamatan. Kena ada kuasa lain di bawah kerajaan keselamatan kerajaan pusat. Yang negeri, undang-undang negeri.
Earlier, in his opening speech, the director of UKPS, Dr. Chai Kin Chung, announced that the UKPS headquarters in Miri has offices and jetties to support its overall operations in the northern region of Sarawak.
Brazil's ambassador to Malaysia, His Excellency Ari Norton de Murakiteya, has expressed his interest in Sarawak's algae-based sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF. He had expressed his interest during a courtesy visit to the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, who is also the state's Minister of Energy and Environmental Sustainability, on Monday.
Among other things that were discussed include the strengthening of bilateral cooperation between Sarawak and Brazil, as both regions share similarities in various aspects, including multi-ethnic communities with cultural and social diversities, as well as in the energy sector, particularly renewable energy sources and biofuel.
We hope too that our experience in those areas can also be beneficial to Sarawak in mutual exchange.
He said this when met by reporters during a courtesy call to the Sarawak's Minister of Transportation, Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, at the Baitul Makmur building on Tuesday. At the same time, he also expressed interest in the ongoing research undertaken by the state government regarding the production of sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, derived from algae, which is considered a significant interest for Brazil.
Embraer is beginning to experiment with sustainable aviation fuel, and I know that Sarawak is doing studies and hopes to start using sometime in the near future sustainable aviation fuel from algae.
The Fire and Rescue Department Bomba is looking into the possibility of building a new airbase in Cebu, following its difficulties in acquiring a plot of land in the state capital. Its Director General, Dato' Abdul Wahab Ahmad Yassin, said Bomba is still awaiting the green light from the state government to build the planned airbase in Kuching.
Kita ada pertimbangan bincang dengan pihak negeri. Mungkin kalau tidak dapat di Kuching, kita ambil center di Sarawak, di Bintulu ke Sibu. Yang Sibu lah. Sibu. Kalau dapat kita centralisekan di Sibu, makna dia boleh cover untuk seluruh Sarawak dengan lebih dekat lah. Itu pun sedang kita bincangkan yang mana dulu kita dapat tanah untuk pembinaan.
Was met by reporters after officiating the Bomba Sarawak Service Excellence Award 2022 ceremony on Tuesday. Wahab added that the department is prioritizing Sarawak for the development of an air base. At present, the department is renting a hangar in Miri which provides services to Kuching if required. In addition to the construction of an air base in Sarawak, the department also plans to build an air base in Sabah, Johor, and Peninsula's eastern zone. According to Abdul Wahab, in addition to the airbase in Sarawak, JBPM also plans to build 3 other bases in the east and south zone of Peninsula Malaysia and another base in Sabah.
The commemoration of Sarawak's 6 decades of independence is now rigorously underway, serving as a conduit for instilling patriotism and fostering unity within a diverse, multi-ethnic society. The celebration, themed Sarawak Maju Makmur, features 9 extravagant events. These include the Kembara Sarawak Merdeka Convoy, the 60th Sarawak Merdeka Digital Exhibitions, and the premier Thanksgiving ceremony. Also featured are the star-studded concert and fireworks display, as well as parades featuring floats and marching contingents. The highlight of the event would be a grand parade at Padang Merdeka Kuching on July 22nd, starting at 8:30 a.m., followed by a commemorative medal awards ceremony to those who fought for Sarawak's growth during its 6 decades of independence. Sarawak is home to a diverse number of ethnicities and culture, and this can be seen from its historic landmarks to the diverse representation of the local traders. TVS met with a few of them, particularly merchants from the nostalgic Cathay Street in Kuching, who shared their stories over the long years that they have been trading and how Sarawak is the perfect place to do their business.
Optical wear seller Shelsada Lalzada revealed what he loved most in Sarawak, being a trader at the street for 40 years.
Sarawak tu memang best dagang ke apa ke macam-macam sini kaum ada Cina, ada apa Iban, aku ni orang panggil apa Tambi lah kira 44 tahun dah jual ini kaki lima ni. Ini tu tempat lah, tempat apa di BKU. Tolong buat. Okey ni tempat ni cantik. Sarawak ni memang best berbilang kaum ada okey semuanya bersatu hati.
For cobbler Muhammad Safri, Kuching has seen many developments, especially in its industries.
Tentang kepesatan bisnes di Kuching, Sarawak terutamanya, daripada 10 tahun dan 20 tahun yang lepas ada menunjukkan kepesatan dan kemajuan dari segi industri luar dan industri dalam.
For tailor Zaiton Bujang, the beauty of Sarawak lies in the diverse backgrounds of traders and customers in Sarawak, along with the state's support of all communities.
Bermacam-macam kaum, seperti Iban, Cina, India pun ada, baju India pun ada mula, China pun ada juga, yang Otter pun ada juga. Alhamdulillah lah rezeki lepas COVID itu adalah naik sikit. Adalah perubahan sikit dengan ada bantuan kerajaan dari kebajikan, Baitul Biro wanita pun kami dapat juga bantuannya sebab kami ibu tunggal. Sebagai seorang Sarawak, syukur alhamdulillah
We'll be taking a short break. Coming up right after, China's Geely to invest 40 billion ringgit in Tanjung Malim Auto City, plus new Alzheimer drug offers promising early treatment results. Right here on TVS, stay tuned. Chinese automaker Geely will invest 40 billion ringgit to turn Tanjung Malim Perak into the region's largest auto city. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim said the investment would create thousands of new job opportunities for Malaysians.
Dia tulis saya 10 halaman muka surat panjang. Bagi tahu dia nak teruskan, nak jadikan Tanjung Malim sebagai kota automobil, kereta yang terbesar di rantau ini. Dan dia akan mula dengan 10 bilion dolar, maknanya 40 bilion ringgit.
Similarly, Anwar, who is also finance minister, said the Saudi Arabian government and the kingdom's oil and gas ONG Komparanyamco have expressed their interest to further invest in Malaysia and expand its operational in Malaysia.
Amin Nasir, pengurusi eksekutif dia, jumpa saya, dia kata, Anwar, dan Rais Wizara, Perdana Menteri, saya nak maklumkan Aramco sekarang senang dengan dasar kerajaan dan pimpinan kerajaan, dan kami dapat keputusan untuk menjadikan Malaysia ini hub pusat perkembangan minyak dan gas oleh Arab Saudi di Asia Tenggara.
Anwar noted that Malaysia has recorded commendable economic performance with a 5.6% growth in the first quarter of 2023, which compared favorably against China, Singapore, and Indonesia. He also said the country successfully attracted some 71 billion ringgit worth of approved investments in the first 3 months of this year, contributed partly by the political stability, and this does not include investment from Elon Musk, and Aramco.
The Ministry of Plantation Industries and Commodities KPK, together with Petronas, have implemented an initiative to collect used cooking oil to be used as a main source of raw material to produce sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF. Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Fadillah Yusof noted that the initiative is especially crucial now, as it would also provide additional income to producers, smallholders and the public, as the country's palm oil industry is currently facing many challenges abroad.
Inisiatif ini bukan sahaja mampu menyahut aspirasi matlamat kelestarian dan memberi nilai tambah pada rantaian bekalan industri sawit, malah akan memberi impak positif pada harga minyak sawit dan seterusnya meningkatkan pendapatan pekebun kecil. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, seperti mana yang kita sedia maklum, minyak masak dipakai untuk menggoreng berulang kali. Tidak disarankan untuk terus digunakan kerana ia boleh memudaratkan kesihatan.
Fadillah, who is also the Minister of Plantation and Commodities, said that the action is a proactive step to meet the requirements of the carbon offsetting and reduction scheme for international aviation, adding that the initiative aims to achieve sustainability goals and add value to the oil palm industry supply chain, leading to a positive impact on the price of palm oil. For a start, the program will be implemented at selected Petronas stations in the Klang Valley before it will be expanded nationwide in stages. Waste cooking oil can be taken and sold at the participating petrol stations, with each sale paid in credit points entered through the settle application, and the points can be redeemed at any Petronas station or Kedai Mesra.
You're watching TVS Nightline. Global temperatures were soaring to historic highs as the world's two biggest carbon emitters, the United States and China, today sought to reignite talks on climate change, with scientists saying the target of keeping global warming within 1.5 degrees Celsius of pre-industrial levels is moving beyond reach. Evidence of the crisis was everywhere.
Death Valley is definitely getting hotter with every summer. We're always breaking heat records, and it's only going to keep getting hotter from here. In fact, 7 of Death Valley's hottest summers, of Death Valley's top 10 hottest summers, happened just in the last 10 years.
It is miserable being outside unless you're in the water somehow, and it's actually not safe at all.
Wildfires in Europe raged ahead of a second heat wave in 2 weeks that was set to send temperatures as high as 48 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, nearly a quarter of the U.S. population fell under extreme heat advisories, partly due to a heat dome that has settled over western states. Over in South Korea, search efforts continued today as fire authorities walked through thick mud to look for signs of further victims in the remaining vehicles of a flooded tunnel in Cheongju.
늘 일상화되는 것이기 때문에 이러한 기후 변화 이 상황을 이제 우리가 늘상 있는 곳으로 알고 대처를 해야지 이거를 이상 현상이니까 어쩔 수 없다는 식의 인식은
12 deaths, including 3 bodies found overnight, occurred in a tunnel in Cheongju, 110 kilometers south of Seoul, where 16 vehicles, including a bus, were swamped by a flash flood on Saturday, July 15, after a river levee collapsed.
Swiss police ordered the evacuation of several mountain villages on Monday as a forest fire spread in the canton of Valais. Authorities said the flames are spreading fast towards the Reed Morel Riederhorn near the town of Brig, which is close to the Italian border. 3 other villages were also ordered to be evacuated and warned of rockfalls.
200 firefighters, the army, police and other partners work alongside helicopters in effort to douse the flames throughout the afternoon and during the night. It was not immediately clear how many people were affected, although recent estimates put the figures at 200 villages. No injuries to people or animals and no damages to buildings have been reported. Police said an investigation had been opened to determine what caused the fire. Firefighters expect to have to fight the last of the fire for several days or even weeks as relentless heat waves and wildfires scorch swaths of the northern hemisphere. Forecasts show that the area is affected by the same Mediterranean heat wave affecting southern Europe, with temperatures set to exceed 30 Celsius in parts of the Valais canton this week.
A second Alzheimer's drug, donanemab, has proven to slow the progression of Alzheimer's by 60% for patients in the early stages of the disease, in the latest promising development for treating the most common form of dementia. According to new trial data presented at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference in Amsterdam on Monday, the drug has been shown to slow the progression of memory and thinking problems by about a third, and the rate doubles if the drug is started when patients are only mildly impaired.
The drug, taken as an intravenous injection every 4 weeks, is made by drug maker Eli Lilly, which said it expects regulatory action in the United States by the end of this year. In an analysis from the study involving more than 1,700 patients showed that results were less robust for older, later-stage patients, as well as those with higher levels of a protein called tau that has been linked to Alzheimer's disease progression. Anne White, president of neuroscience at Lilly, said the findings underscore the importance of early detection and diagnosis, which can alter the trajectory of this disease. Many experts have hailed the development as major breakthroughs after years of little progress. However, others have urged caution, casting the benefits as modest while noting the high costs and risks of life-threatening side effects. A common side effect of donanemab is causes brain swelling, which occurred in more than 40% of patients with a genetic predisposition to develop Alzheimer's. The company had previously reported that 24% of the overall donanemab treatment group had brain swelling, while brain bleeding occurred in 31% of the donanemab group. 3 deaths were also reported during the trial treatment. Lilly expects the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to decide by the end of this year whether to approve donanemab. It said submissions to other global regulators are underway and most will be completed by year-end.
In conjunction with Sarawak's 60th year of independence, don't forget to catch the live telecast of the Sarawak Day 2023 celebration this Saturday, July 22nd, beginning with a grand parade at 7:30 a.m. and ending with a star-studded concert in the evening at 8:30 p.m. And that's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Dr. Khalid. Thank you for watching and have a good night.